Hey, we're back to reviewing. I'm sorry I couldn't get the video yesterday because of a specific individual. Anyhow, here's a review of Rick Astley's Whenever You Need Somebody. First thoughts, make all the jokes you like. I genuinely like his voice. Like most people, I only really know Never Gonna Give You Up and Together Forever. There's some people who hate him and some who love him. Let's reminisce together. Track 1, Never Gonna Give You Up. Come on, don't pretend you don't know this one. Everyone does, and it sounds absolutely great on here. This is a CD rip, so it literally cannot get higher quality. It's cleanly mixed to dance music, not feeling particularly sparse with a healthy sound profile. Never Going to Give You Up is a hood classic. Nobody hates this song. It's an iconic one to fans, iconic to Phase 1 internet users, and a banger overall. Also, Windows 10 has this feature I can't turn off, for it'll show you a picture of the artist against your will. I would not recommend staring at him for too long lest you lose your mind. Anyhow, every second is iconic and it's an A+. Track 2, Whenever You Need Somebody. I've never heard this one before. Question, are all songs going to start with stereopan drums? That can't be a coincidence. This is a decently generic song, but it's clear that it's not trying to be anything other than good, clean fun. Only 4 of these songs had Astley on writing at all, most being written by the absolute powerhouses, the Stock Aitken Waterman Trio. The key-changing chorus is great, the bass is a little light, being unbelievably funky at times. Why is despite in here? I did not mean to say that, anyhow. You cannot hate this song, though it's a little hard to like for it being almost a perfectly stereotypical 80s song. I don't care, I like it anyway, and it's an A. Track 3, Together Forever. I don't remember that intro, which is kind of cool. I love this song, it's so pretty, and I still know all the lyrics. It seems to have the same tempo as the last 2 tracks, but is still insanely different. Astley has some real passion here. At least it's not exactly identical to the last 2 tracks, having enough variation in it to create some genuine beauty and synthesized madness. I can't give it anything less than A+ from just being a song I love to death. Track 4, It Would Take a Strong, Strong Man. From here on out, it's just songs I don't know. First thing I noticed, Astley's vocals are extremely prominent in the mix, like right front and center. It's weird. It's fine, a little oddly familiar, and the words are just as generic as always. All of these could work as a part of a lame wedding soundtrack. I'm bored for some reason. This is not an engaging track, it's cromulent and nothing else, so it's B+. Track 5, The Love Has Gone. Might I say, there's some great instrumental here. The bass is prominent and funky, sounding almost like you digitally detuned a guitar. Astley is a miles better songwriter than Stock Aitken Waterman. A far more original melody and less generic lyrics, though it stands out. Goes on for a little long to the point of repetitiveness. A standout for sure, but definitely flawed, so Love Has Gone is A-. Track 6, Don't Say Goodbye. Isolated vocals jump scare warning for the first half second, and this is the last Stock Aitken Waterman written track on the album. I don't actually have that much to say here. I don't know if I've said this already, but Astley is a man of incredible talent and will probably continue to be for the next 20 years. But that's not about the song itself. I don't know why, but there's nothing I can say about this one. It's boring and there's nothing going on. It's another song on the album, so Don't Say Goodbye is a B. Track 7, Slipping Away, the first in a string of 3 Astley-written tracks, definitely more similar to The Love Is Gone than anything else. Once again, an incredibly creative track, and more enjoyable than most other songs. It's not totally unlike such tracks as Outkast's Hey Ya, in that it's a somewhat tragic song, hidden beneath a dance beat and some general groove. At this point, I took a brief break to prevent myself from getting tired. Slipping Away is straight fire undeniably. Despite releasing in '87, you'd think this was a '70s song. The fade out's massive though, a solid half minute at the least. A. 8. No More Looking for Love. Well, this is certainly louder than the previous track. I didn't write anything for the duration of this for some reason. Good rhymes, predictable beat, and an okay melody result in a mass song, so it's B+. Track 9, You Move Me. Not a promising opening, but the rest of this song is a welcomed difference. Astley puts some real power in his vocals here. It probably took quite a few takes to get right. The last minute features an interesting key change which does keep things fresh. It's fine, I like it, and not much else. B+. Track 10. When I Fall in Love. It's over. The last track is the only one here to feature strings, and I honestly feel like I'm about to listen to Christmas music. It doesn't even sound like Rick Astley is doing this one. It's a complete change of pace. He went back in time 30 years to cover a 50s classic. It's done incredibly well. There's no modern flair. It's exactly as written, and apparently this was indeed in the Christmas UK charts. Nothing is wrong with this, and the switch from dance pop is abrupt but blissful, only to create a close of the likes of which I scarcely see. It's absolute A tier and an A+ song. Final thoughts. Whenever You Need Somebody is a somewhat tiring album, but it does enough to keep fresh and it's an enjoyable listen throughout. It's competent, has some bad tracks, but it's dynamic and has enough great songs to outweigh the bad ones. Give it a listen. And for our final score...